Hey everyone, it's Amador, and today welcome to our Disney Days of Summer with Sabrina and I. Today is Magic Monday, but I'm also going to slash that puppy up and also throw in a Christmas in July because I've been wanting to make this project. There's actually two, but I'm only going to make one right now because I have no idea how I'm going to do the second one. Now, I'm going to make, I actually got these. These are placemats that I got from the Disney store. Now, they were on sale last year. They had them for the holidays. They had them, excuse me, at the Disney store, and also they had them inside of the stores. The funny thing is I ordered them and they were like on sale or whatever. And then like a week after that, we went to the Disney store here in Vegas and they had them on clearance. I'm like, I should get more. I'm like, you know what? I already have 2 full packs. I'm just going to be buying too much. So anyway, I got these for 2 purposes. A, for the placemats that they are for Christmas, because we had like pajamas and everything over at my sister's house. And Nathan and I had Disney pajamas that I ordered and had them monogrammed and everything. And I was going to use, I said whatever I didn't use, I was going to use for Christmas cards, or I was going to use them for Christmas cards because I ordered 2 packs. And they were a good deal, so I was like, hey. Here are the 2 mats. Now this one has this right here, very vintage, very still retro, kind of cute. Totally love that. And this one is a whole scene. This one I have a different project in mind, but I don't know how I'm going to make it happen, so we're not going to do that one today. But basically, I'm planning to get a 12 by 12 frame, shadow frame, and make a dimensional layered thing with the characters and stuff. I just have to figure out what the heck I'm going to do with the tails and everything. So I'm going to try to do that one another day. But what we're going to do today, we're going to use this one. This one has Mickey and Minnie, and there's large print, Goofy, Donald, Chip and Dale, and Pluto. But what I'm going to do is, let me get them out of the way, we're going to cut them up, and we're going to make 2 Christmas cards. In all actuality, I could probably make 3 Christmas cards out of this one. And it's not copy paper, but it's a little bit thicker than copy paper, but it's not cardstock, so I'm going to have a few layers just to make it work. Now technically we could do 1 card right here. We could have made 1 right here. We could have made another one right here. I haven't decided as of yet. So I'm going to start out with the two that I originally had thought of. So this mat it's like 11.5 by 11.5 by 16.5. But what we're going to do is first I'm going to grab my trimmer, and I also have, let me see, I have some cardstock here. I don't know what I'm going to use. This is just regular, like a deep red cardstock, because this red is a little bit deeper. I didn't want to use just a bright red, but I'm probably going to end up using this one because I don't have right now a dark, like rustic Americana red, which is kind of what I want. I need to find it. I also have some heavyweight cardstock. This is white, and this is from Recollections, and cream. So I'm going to make the base of the card out of this to make sure that it holds, because even if I did it with this, I felt that it would be too flimsy, but this is going to be a frame on the background of it. Now, I sat here and I measured it around, and I looked around, and I was thinking, okay, what am I going to do to maximize what I want to get and also have bits and pieces for my other project? So what we're going to do is I'm going to first cut it this way at 3 3/4 inch. So if you guys have this, you guys can try this at home. And then I'm going to cut it across here initially at 4 inches, and this is going to give me 1 panel right there. And it's going to be a long card, like a legal envelope card. So let's see here, 3 3/4. And the reason why I chose 3 3/4 because I'm not concerned whether I cut the lettering or the pole that Goofy is holding, but I do want to preserve this, because this I'm going to be able to use on either the next project or on the actual card or on the inside of the card. I don't know. Let's see. Now this one we're going to do 4, and not only that, since my trimmer only has the 12 length, which by the way, this is my favorite trimmer. I love guillotine trimmers. I will be doing it this way. So, and see right here, well, of course you can't see that. It doesn't fit because it's literally a hair, but I'm not going to use this on this project, so I can actually cut off this edge. I can actually get it in here and cut it at the 4. Now these are the dimensions that I figured out that would give me the best possible for both of the images that I want to preserve. So here's this one. I went ahead and I made some cuts. I went on to Font Space, and if you guys have a Cameo, whatever fonts that you download into your computer, you're able to process through your Silhouettes, through your Silhouette software to create the sentiments. Because I do not have that stamp set and I couldn't find anything. I do have Merry Christmas stamp sets, but I want it to be a little Disney theme. This is a little too Disney. Here is the website. I went to Font Space. I actually just Googled. I've used this before, and this one is called. What's this one called? New Waltograph. That's the font. And then I went ahead and made them a cut. I've shown you guys how to do this before, and also did an outline. I used the offset window to give it cut on the outside, so it's not the lettering, it's the actual border that was cut on white cardstock, just to get it, because I was going to do it in craft. I'm still debating. I was going to do it in craft, but I felt with the white it would actually kind of stick out. Now I went ahead and already put some foam dimensionals on here because I was on the phone with my little sister, and while I was, trying to get everything ready. Okay, so since we are at 4 8 3/4, let's go ahead and take a look at our. That's not going to work out, so we're going to have to do it this way. 4 4. Okay. Let us get the score. And like literally, I'm just winging this. Don't think I've actually made a practice one and I know what I'm doing. No, of course, why would I? But let me get the white one. I'm going to go ahead and use white heavyweight cardstock. Since it's 4 and the this is for 8 and a half. We're going to score it at 4 1/4, and that'll be right in the middle to see how it works out. Which one is my? Hold on. I actually dropped it and it kind of sunk in my bone folder. So we're going to score it at 4 1/4. This is literally how I wing half of my projects, you guys. I'm like, oh, I wonder if that will work. I wonder if that will work. Okay, because I'm still going to make a face for it. See, look, and it's going to have a little border. I could actually leave it like that, huh? But let's see how it looks with the red. Now, boop-a-da-boo. We're going to put the red right. I mean, you really don't need to put it on the card base, but it's gonna go right here. I think the white will actually help the font, the actual letter, stand out. So we're going to do that. Now, since this is 4 1/4, and it's just 1/4 more than this, we're going to do, because then you have an 1/18 inch right there. So if this is 3 3/4, we're going to cut it at 9 inches. I'm at 10 minutes. I'm trying to hurry, you guys. I don't want to. Let me say 9 inches. Boop. Oop. We're going to slide it through. Okay. So we are now, this is now cut at 9 inches. We can take the scoreboard. Oh, and somebody asked me where I got my scoreboard. That's actually Martha Stewart one that they only had for, it was just seasonal or something. And they no longer have it. Okay, so here we go. I absolutely like the white border. It does stand out more. It gets the little white of the font, of the characters to stand out. Now, this is our problem, the P, but no fuss, no muss. Where is this? We can actually put, I don't know if I want to put Merry Christmas Joy on it. How about if we put, see, I'm looking at the little characters. We can do a little lollipop. We can do a Mickey. Do I have a Mickey die? I'm looking. Oh, yeah, I have the one with the shaker. I'm losing my mind. So, because here's the thing. I wanted to put the joy, but looking at it in retrospect, it's going to say Merry Christmas Joy. I don't think that would be very copacetic. But we can do a little... We could do a... What's that thing? A snowflake. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to get it together. let's see. We can, I wonder if, I got a punch out, but I think this might be too big. But I'm thinking, this is what happens, like seriously. Give me one sec. So I changed my mind. I'm going to have to cut off Pluto's butt. So, because I feel like nothing looks right. Like, if no matter what I put on here, it just won't look right. I'm telling you, totally not planned. So I'm going right to the edge. See, it still has the character. It still has everything on there. Now, with that being said, though, now let me go ahead and maybe average it out. So it is a little bit over 8. So we're going to cut off this side as well to make it an 8. See? Okay, so with that being said, now I need to trim my card base. So if this was 8, it's going to be 8 1/4. Da, 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 da. Easy peasy. I can still use that lollipop for something else. But it puts my mind at ease of it not going, you know, not actually fitting, because I'm psychotic and we would be here forever. As it is, it went out the window that I was going to do this card at, let's see here. Should we do it like that? Or like that? Oh, I think I kind of like that too. Okay, but first, we're just going to go ahead and adhere the back of this to the cardstock. And like I said, that's why I got the heavyweight cardstock, so I can, because this is much lighter paper. And be careful when you're putting the adhesive, because I've been known to actually tear lighter papers. Where is? Okay. So let's go ahead and burn it just a little more, just to get it a little flat. Oh, bugger. It's an adhesive booger. All right, so we set it up, set it down. Ta-da! Now, I could have done a red, but I really like the way the white popped out. It almost makes it look like there's like a border of snow or something. So now that we have that down, let's see. Do we want the Mary there? Do we want? I kind of wanted to show this off, but it kind of knocks out. The, what's his face? Goofy. So you know what? I actually like it like that. We're going to go ahead and then just remove the backing. And look, all these little itty bitty pieces of foam tape. And once again, I do use this big old roll. I will leave a link down in the description if you guys are wanting to get one of those. It's totally worth it. It's worth it. Okay. So since I don't believe apparently in actually measuring stuff, there we go. And this one as well. Okay. And we're going to, I guess with this one I can kind of to kind of get it even, you know, to kind of make it look like I may know what I'm doing. So there we go. That is the first one. Now, on the inside, since we have, where's the border? Where is the border? Let's see. Like on the inside, we can put the little border on here. We can put it down here. Although I don't like that it has a little bit of, you know what, I can actually just do it like this. Doop. Cut it off. We're gonna do it fast and dirty. All right. Just to give a little bit of detail to the inside, and just to use up some of this so we don't just waste all of it. Then we're just going to cut off the excess. cut that off. Now, since we do have all of these other things as well, we can go ahead and I'm going to use the joy for this thing on the inside. Just punch it out. This one is a 1 3/4 punch. We're going to go ahead. Now, if I decided to make my Christmas cards out of these, like I said, I do have 2 full packs and I could figure this out. And even if I don't have the joy, I can also do the present. The little Christmas tree would be super cute right here. That's why I wanted to save as many of these as possible. But there you go. See, look at that. Super cute. Super, super cute. Okay, so I want to make the other one, and that one's going to be sped up. So let's see if I can actually make it happen. I can go on now. I had to stop and wreck my brain. I'm like, what am I going to do? Because this, I forgot what this was from, was showing, and I didn't want to cut off all of Mickey's head, you know, and then have them like one ear into the situation. Perfect solution. I have these diamond dies, snowflake dies, and I will leave a link to the diamond die store if you guys are looking for this one. I was looking through my snowflakes. I have other ones, but they were much bigger, and I was able to use these. So I cut out a few of them from the white cardstock because it's also going to be on the base and it's going to be on the corner. Since they are caroling outside, I said, you know what? Perfect solution. They're outside caroling. So it's going to be snowing. And now I've cut this down to 7.5 by 6 3/4. So of course, now I have to get my card. Now this is 8.5 by 11. We're going to go ahead and cut it. Now sideways, it was 7.5, so we need 7 3/4. We're going to go ahead and cut 7 3/4 this way. Honestly, I think I could have probably done it the other way and wasted less paper. But we're going to cut another one. Let's cut it this way. 7 3/4. 7 3/4. Okay, so 7 3/4. Now what we're going to do is end up putting it down at the bottom, scoring it here, and then having another panel to finish off the panel. This is a big panel. This is a big card. So let's go ahead and hopefully do this correctly this time. 7 3/4, not 7.5. Oh my goodness. Okay. Show if the height is going to be 7. So 7 3/4. Which one was it? That one. We're gonna do 7. Yeah, because it was 6 3/4 tall. Okay. So essentially, this is going to be the back part of it, and we're going to go ahead and score this one at 7 inches. So let's get our scorer board. Let's hope I don't mess this up again. Let me just make sure I have the right one. Okay. Yes. So we're going to go ahead. This is a mess. Seriously, this is how I put together projects. It's so embarrassing. 7. So this now is going to be the back part. We're going to adhere it to this. And how come I have one longer than the other? Let's find out. It's going to work. I might have overshot it by a hair. Nope, that'll work. Okay. Now we're going to put adhesive. Instead of putting adhesive on that, I'm going to put it on this and then just connect it. I'm going to do a little bit there. Then I'm going to do the bottom of this flap so it is flush with this. All right. So let's go ahead and do it this way. I'm gonna stack them. Make sure that they are aligned. Bring this back panel over, and no one needs to see this back panel. Okay. So now that we have the entire card, and look, seriously, this is a giant card. give this one to somebody you actually really like. So now we're going to get adhesive. Now I want to get adhesive right along the border, especially because, like I said, this isn't cardstock, so you want to make sure you get, and I know I'm just using tons of tape, but it's good. It's my Disney project. Okay, let's flatten this out and get this puppy on here. Of course, we're going to varnish it. And look, like, I really like how it ended up being white. And the funny thing is I was struggling trying to find red cardstock for it to match. See, look, it's gonna go perfectly on here. Okay, so because I would have sat there, like, it was driving me crazy. I went ahead and I used the larger of the die and I just cut it straight for it to go along the line here. And we are just going to glue it with this Scotch tacky glue, or the quick dry glue as it used to be called traditionally. Oop. Putting it completely in the wrong place. And it's going to go right along the line there. Now I'm going to do that with, I'm going to adhere some, and some are going to have some actual foam, just a little bit of foam, just because I wanted to have some with a little bit of dimension. This one will be down here. This one will be right here. Just go ahead and do that. Now, since this one is dimensional, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it with the edge right there. A little bit of the dimensional foam on that one and on this one as well, just a little tiny bit. This stuff is really, really good. It's let me see, it's actually mounting foam. It's meant for like frames and stuff. And of course I already have the, oopsie daisy, the film on this, because these things could take forever, and you guys don't want to hear me talk like a goofball forever. Let's see. So I'm gonna take these. Like I said, I could also have made it the way I did the first card, made the sentiment longer. I mean, in just at a length, but I really wanted this one to have more of the central character. So there we go. Now that is that. Look at that. I love it. I love it. I'm glad I went along with the white as opposed to the red for the background. Now let's see. What are we going to put? I think we should put something at the bottom. And I really like the way this ended up looking for the base of the inside of the card with this. Let's go ahead and just cut it. And let me go ahead and open this back up. And this one, I think, how did we do the other one? We did it this way, huh? Do you like it? Yeah, I like that way. All right. Let's go ahead and do this. Hope I hope I don't mess it up. Okay. I have the adhesive all the way there. Is that enough? Yes. I want it to hang. Give a little extra dimension with a little white border. I want it to hang off of the ends so I can get full on and exact right off the edges. Okay. There's the inside of that. Okay, so just cut this little puppy out, because why let it go to waste for the inside of the card. Super cute. Alegría. joy or happiness, depending on what part of Latin America or Spanish you speak. And I thought this would be really cute if I do give it to like a family member, because the holidays are full of joy. And let's go ahead and then just boop on the inside, and there we go. Now we personalize the inside. We've used, like, everything in here is just white cardstock, and absolutely love it. I'm in love. Hope you guys like it. You guys, thank you for joining me. I'm really sorry if this video turns out to be too long. I'm gonna try to edit it so we can get it to work, but that is how we got this placemat. Literally, they did the work for you. You just had to put it together. How super, super cute. Love it. You guys, I'm in love with this more than I thought I would be. So I'm actually thinking of going ahead and getting the rest of them done. But what do you guys think? Should I do just the Mickey and just the Minnie? Would that be cute? But I really wanted to see what it would look like with it all together. All right. Thank you guys for stopping by for this Disney Days of Summer and Magic Monday. And I will talk to you guys soon. Please check out Sabrina's channel as well for her awesome projects. Bye, everyone.